You need to understand the difference between these two types of stress in order to turn this unpleasant feeling into a powerful force of positive energy and productivity. Let's find out how. Hey you, welcome back to the channel. My name is Venus and I'm a music therapist based in Sydney. Stress is something that we all deal with, but it doesn't have to be a bad thing. In fact, stress can be a powerful motivator and a source of energy if you know how to manage it. Today, I'm going to share 3 actionable tips to help you turn your stress into positive energy so that you can be more productive and happier. First, let's talk about understanding your stress. Not all stress is bad. We need some level of stress to function and survive. I'm sure you understand the difference between acute and chronic stress, which is short-term and long-term. But what if we look at stress in terms of depth rather than time horizon? On one end, there is distress. This involves some negative feelings such as anxiety, hopelessness, and is often a difficult experience. And on the other hand, there is something called eustress. This is when we encounter a situation that we feel confident that we can get through. This kind of stress pushes us to meet our deadlines, achieve our goals, and perform better. Here are some of my personal examples. My YouTube upload schedule, twice a week, my workout program that matches my ability and fitness level, my challenging but rewarding career as a music therapist, and some major life changes such as moving out, changing relationship status, that kind of thing. The interesting thing is that it's actually all in our head, whether it's distress or eustress. Distress can occur in situations that are beneficial. For example, you need to initiate a difficult conversation. The situation that you're facing makes you feel nervous or upset, but you know that something has to be done in order to feel better and move forward. Our experience of stress may change over time depending on the duration, the difficulty, your resources, and self-efficacy. Stress is not always negative. With this knowledge, you can reflect on your life and identify the stresses, categorize them. Ask yourself, is this stress helping you achieve something? If yes, ride the momentum. If it's not, for example, there is prolonged stress from work, you need to find ways to mitigate it. For example, practice mindfulness or to talk to a therapist. Next, let's focus on what is in your control. Often stress comes from worrying about things that are outside your control or something unknown in the future. This is not productive and can often lead to anxiety. If you focus on what you can control, you feel more powerful and hopeful. And this leads to lower level of stress and higher levels of well-being because you can start taking the smallest step possible to tackle the situation. So look at the stresses in your life that you just identified with in step 1. Make a list of things that are in your control and another list of things that you can influence, and then disregard the other things that are outside your control. Focus your energy in the controllable aspects, like the actions and the reactions. And don't forget that problem is a feature of life. Embrace it. For example, you can't control the traffic, but you can control how you respond to it. I used to travel quite far for my clients, and in some cases I had to stay in a local hotel because the commute time is just too much. Eventually I decided to let go of the jobs because it didn't spark joy anymore and it really drained my energy, so I couldn't provide for my clients. In most situations, you have more control than you think. So use this focus to channel your stress into productive actions. Number 3, it is possible to use stress as a motivator. When managed well, stress can actually push you to take actions and prioritize your tasks so that you might be able to achieve your goals faster. Think of your situation as a challenge rather than a threat. The unpleasant feeling that you're experiencing is just a signal that you're onto something bigger, something slightly outside your comfort zone. This mindset can help boost your performance and resilience. You can set specific, achievable goals that turn your stress into a challenge. For example, if you're stressed about an upcoming project, break it down into small tasks and then set deadlines for each one. Imagine that you're playing a video game and there are level 1 to level 10. If you only focus on the big chunk, which is level 10, then you will feel very overwhelmed and stressed. But if you break it down and tackle them one by one and you slowly level up and gain more experience, it's more enjoyable and more doable. There is no need to avoid stress or negative feelings in general. Again, it's part of life. Turning stress into positive energy is all about understanding it, focusing on what you can control, and using it as a motivator. Stress doesn't have to be a bad thing. If you like this video, I think you would like this custom playlist I made for you that has all my popular videos on how to manage your stress and be more productive. Thank you for watching and see you later.